These are the frosted strawberry Pop-Tarts, and we're just going to open them up and cut each Pop-Tart in half. I think Pop-Tarts over the years have changed a little bit. These, they look different than they used to. They don't have as much icing and they look just a little bit different than they did other times throughout the years. But so we're gonna cut each one in half, coat it in chocolate, and this is the brown sugar cinnamon version. These were always my favorite. Now this one has a little bit of a missing icing. This one's more uniform. I think these will be pretty good covered in chocolate. Never seen these anywhere. I've never heard of them, so this could be my very own invention, but everything I think of, someone has usually already done, so I might not be the first. And our chocolate is almost at the right temperature. We've got our Doritos in the back there that we're going to be covering here in a little bit. Chocolate's just about at the right temperature. I always used to put Pop-Tarts in the toaster. I don't know if people still do that or that's a popular thing. I haven't had Pop-Tarts in a few years. Yep, fully baked and ready to eat, or you can heat. You can even freeze or stack, so you can, I guess that means you put two Pop-Tarts on top of one another and eat them at the same time. That's a great way of getting more down. They got a little bit of crumbs. You can see some of the crumbs here from cutting them, but that's not going to bother the chocolate coating process. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way so that I can get ready to coat them in the chocolate. I'm out of parchment paper right now. That's what I usually use. I hope it's not going to stick to my plastic wrap there. Just check on the chocolate again. It's really cool out. I think it's 5 degrees outside and it's a little bit cooler in the tiny cabin here than it normally is. This is at 83 degrees, so this is a good temperature to pour the chocolate. I'll bring the Doritos over here as well. Get ready for the whole process. Alright, which one should I start with? The strawberry or the brown sugar? I'll go with the strawberry. So we're going to dunk this into this big, delicious bowl of chocolate. And get some of the excess chocolate off. You don't want too thick of a layer, but you do want the chocolate on there. That looks just about right. I used to eat Pop-Tarts in the morning before I went to school out of the toaster, but then they had like I know they had toaster strudels, which are really good, but I still eat those every now and then. But they used to have these other things that were like Pop-Tarts, but they came in a they were round and they were like a Danish, but you put those in the toaster as well, and those were really good. So I kind of gravitated more towards those, but then they stopped making them. So then I had something else. So these look like little mini Pop-Tarts. I know they have the bites, but I had those years ago. I think they have a thicker crust. I think these thinner, normal Pop-Tarts will be better for coating in chocolate. Now for the brown sugar. So let me know in the comments below if you think this is a good idea. This is something that you would like to try. If you do want to try it, you can find them on our website. This chocolate is a really good quality milk chocolate. So it's definitely a decadent snack. It's fun just playing in chocolate. A big pot of chocolate. Thinking of other little ideas and different things you can make is a fun thing to do. We've been getting a lot of snow lately, so instead of doing stuff outside, I like coming in the little warm cabin here and coming up with all these little ideas for our YouTube channel. I'm gonna give this a little stir. Okay, so in addition to cinnamon raisin pickles with peanut butter, I'm going to include some chocolate covered Pop-Tarts. This is a Pop-Tart cut in half, and This is what the chocolate covered Pop-Tart looks like. I'm just going to break it in half, and got the brown sugar cinnamon piece. Give it a taste test and I'll let you know what I think about it. You really taste the brown sugar in this one. Very sweet and good. Chocolate comes through really well. It's got a nice crunch from the chocolate being coated on the Pop-Tart. I think it takes the Pop-Tart to a new level being covered in chocolate. Gotta put my gloves on here. Alright, we're going to be working in the candy shop once again today, and we got some chocolate here that we're going to get ready to melt down. Now when I got this chocolate in the other week, most of it was broken up from getting here with UPS, so it's already kind of broken up, but I gotta take it down a little bit more so it's easier to melt. When you first open it, it smells so good. Try to keep all the little pieces from going everywhere. So then what I do is I take my knife, and I don't want to break it up in this bowl because it will cut into the bowl when I'm stacking the chocolate like that. So I use it on top of another block of chocolate, and at the same time I'm trying to break up the other piece of chocolate that it's underneath. So I like to keep it in the box because if it gets really messy. So I'm just breaking it into little smaller chunks with this knife. I've tried some other objects, but this is the best thing for the job. Today we're making potato chip bark for a special project. It's a really meaningful to me that I just thought of. And we're going to chocolate cover some Pop-Tarts too to see how they taste. Offer them on our website if you want to check them out and try one, along with some of the other stuff we've made. Flaming Hot Doritos, that was a popular one. So I'm just cutting this chocolate into little tiny blocks. That's going to be enough chocolate for this little project here for the video. We've got other pots and things we make bigger amounts in. We sell to different stores and florists and pharmacies and candy shops. But for this YouTube video, for you guys, this will be just plenty. I'll leave that there for now. I will put that in another bag and seal it up. So I got my water on boil right now. Then I'll lower the heat and we'll start slowly melting this chocolate. Wooden spoon is best for stirring for the chocolate I found. Over the time here. And that's what we're working on right now. Once that gets melted, we'll start coating everything, and I'll bring you along for the process.